What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about one of the scariest urban legends out there, the babysitter and the man upstairs. If you're a fan of horror movie or just love a good scare, then you're in for a good treat. So sit back, relax, and let's get into it. The Babysitter and the Man Upstairs is a classic horror story that has been around for decades. The story goes that a teenager girl is babysitting for a family late at night when she starts receiving creepy phone calls from a mysterious man who keeps asking her if she's checked on the children. At first, she thinks it's just a prank call, but then the caller becomes more and more sinister, telling her that she is watching her and that he's going to come and get her. The babysitter starts to panic and calls the police, but they tell her that they can't do anything unless the caller threatens her directly. So, she does her best to stay calm and keep an eye on the children, but she can't shake the feeling that someone is watching her. Eventually, the phone call stops and she thinks it's all over. But then, she receives one final phone call from the man, who tells her that he's actually been in the house the whole time, watching her every move. He reveals that he's killed the children and that he's coming for her next. The babysitter managed to escape just in time, but when the police arrived, they discovered that the man was actually hiding in the attic the whole time. Now you might be thinking, okay, that's a pretty scary story, but what's the big deal? Well, here's the thing. The Babysitter and the Man Upstairs is based on a real-life murder case that happened in the 1950s. The killer, Edward Hughes, was a serial rapist and murderer who would call his victim before attacking them. The story of the Babysitter and the Man Upstairs was inspired by his crime and has since become one of the most popular urban legends of all time. The reason why this legend is so powerful is because it taps into our deepest fears. The fear of being vulnerable and alone, the fear of being stalked by a stranger, and the fear of being unable to protect ourselves and those we care about. It's a reminder that evil can come from anywhere, at any time, and that we must always be on our guard. Now you might be wondering, is there any truth to the Babysitter and the Man Upstairs legend? Well, as I mentioned earlier, the legend was inspired by a real-life killer, but like most urban legends, the details have been embellished and exaggerated over time. Nevertheless, the story remains a cautionary tale about the danger of being too trusty and too complacent. So there you have it, guys, the Babysitter and the Man Upstairs urban legend. Whether you believe in it or not, there's no denying that it's a powerful and chilling story that will make you think twice about who's on the other end of that phone call. So, if you ever babysitting late at night, just remember, always check the attic. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more spooky content. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, leave them in the comment below. As always, stay spooky, my friend.